What up, gang? This KenZerk, KenZilligan, Zika Milligan, the villain for the Trilligan, and we are back on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last episode, we actually beat the game, but you already know they got a little bonus for us, episode 5. So we gonna get into this. Time for episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Up from the ashes. They took that from Kanye. Pharrell Williams? No, that was 4. Pharrell do like. Hold on! That looks like Mia. What? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd. 10:02 a.m. Wright and Co. law offices. Why do I come into the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Who is that? Who the fuck is that? Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? Doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help, it's my sister. Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait! Only 16? I'm set up to be formally assigned into forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. What exactly is your current position? Well, legally speaking, I guess you could call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically, don't you? Yeah, I can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. Looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She went and stabbed someone with a knife she wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. You just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out and help your sister out like this. She must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kinda hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Womp womp. Wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, is this just your sister? No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this here, huh? Understood, ma'am. What is all that about? Is she fine? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. So is that not just fucking Mia? Am I tripping, or is that not just fucking Mia Fey? Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this. I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How the fuck do I defend that? Time to change the subject! Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me. Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. I'm doing pretty good at school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when she says it. So who is the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you start by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's pretty specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. My, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot in the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. But that's just great. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case, none. But Lana... Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say that you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, you bitch! Mr. Wright. Yes. I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all, the case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. Something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know? She's never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay! She reminds me too much of my goat. I'm pretty sure that's the point of it, though. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're gonna be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? What do we have here? Looks like a Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them dog ties tied down, partner. Those doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams a cacti out the desert dream? You want to know? What the fuck is he talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. I'ma blow this nigga fucking head off. Was that, hombre a friend of yours? Kinda, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. What's this, a wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Oh shit. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. See, well, isn't scientific investigation useful? That's just common sense! I guess. Though I don't see what science has to do with it. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. And name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID yabba dabba doo. See, wouldn't that be better? Yabba dabba doo. Well, I guess that has a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. Doesn't take much to amuse her. Strange ass creature. This is where cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both, kind of a dual purpose. The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity, are you sure that's his name? I don't think I could hate her though. She seems like a sweetheart. Look, a stylish glass walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's the cafe. Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. Hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Look, a door! That must mean something! I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open! A mysterious lock! I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Shut the fuck up. Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. Now you're being an asshole. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Your favorite person in the world, didn't she act just like this? Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears, no, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. The fuck is she on about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. This wall here is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes a difference. An oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy, I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know, I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. Think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even be able to have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Damn! How did they chalk that out? Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this is our claim. You'd best be moseying along unless you fixin' about the bullet. Scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, well. The little fella's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides the red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a crevasse you like. Prospector's office? What does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles, Saloon, and Carvassa. Maybe we should check it out, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all your life, but keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Maybe some clues around here, let's check it out. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Oh, she's so fine. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys. Or are you officers? Oh, no, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly any way to greet someone. Even if my days of the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up queen, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star, don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Not gonna lie. Calm down. Calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Okay. Yes, ma'am. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. Now I feel like I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties of this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack up to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the fresh and the best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I ain't eating that shit. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Alright, LeBron. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Ooh. Can I pull up on Friday? Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for the king of prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Cause you cough up a lot of fucking nut, bitch, when you suck dick? Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. Thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. About this card. Lunchline vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Fuck you, bitch. You stupid bitch. Fuck you. You dumbass. You stupid bitch. Fuck you, stupid bitch. So this is Lana's room. Fucking Steel Samurai. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix, right? You never tire of prying in other people's business, do you? That voice. Edgeworth! Long time no see, Edgeworth? Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister's the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I... No. It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't fucking blame me, bitch! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Huh. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go as far to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys, that bronze shield. There's gotta be a story behind that one. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it, right? You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that, I mean. Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait! Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth! Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was a knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth. What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? Wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister will be found guilty. Fucking hell. Been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. A prosecutor's. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King. Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. I think I see what's going on here. Okay, I theorize that the girl that hates prosecutors... she murdered the detective. She murdered the detective as a way of framing not only the King of Prosecutors and the Chief Prosecutor at the same time. To ruin the King's reputation and to ruin the Chief's life or send him to jail. That's my theory for right now. We'll see soon enough. King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors! Please, stop saying that. Doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? A work desk is quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Well, I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky, reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges, surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. He did that shit on purpose, fucking asshole. Whoa, these are all files? They're stacked into the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports very closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Whoa, what a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact on the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. My, what an amazing bouquet, just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding, hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And besides it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? Something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? Oh, Wendy old bitch. I don't think so. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. Getting way too excited about this. I think that's all. Oh, a couch. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep in using his arms as pillows. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheeks from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. He's just a little soon-day. He's just a little soon. Talk to him about this. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Could you tell me more about yesterday? The day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day of the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There was an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon, back here at 512. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves in our position, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. This is the parking stop from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you didn't I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who the fuck is this nigga? Excuse me, but it's Mr. Edgeworth. Anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir. No, sir. Name of that kind, not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid is on very tight, isn't it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you, sir! I wasn't aware of the particular, sir! Give me your name. Yes, sir! Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins! Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir! Die! He caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna do at least a minimal to help us. I doubt he wants to believe that she actually did that to him. Oh, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the blue. It just fucking disappeared. What's going on? This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with a blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. Sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. It's our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? She says she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is the little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister! Please, just investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranked guy there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? No, this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? Anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. The patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me in so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with them in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. He was a good man. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been here at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Scott called them out there to the parking lot. And Lana confessing as much. Found in Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? You have to find a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers, that's because of the rumors. He's in a tough spot again. Again. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Haman. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing got right, but they were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had an unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People are saying he only took this case because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Patrol cars are painted black and white. Then they're designed after a panda. Not that I have a scientific proof, just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that? When I went to school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, you see. What about zebras? Patrolman saluting the other guy must be a detective. Then I said, hey, you do that and your super get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. They should fuck. Usual wanted poster. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. I always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like these people on the posters. Even look human. She has a point. No, she does have a point. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made the Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw away some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dance until the battery die. Poor blue badger faded to dance until he drops. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what's his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall is some kind of wild west sheriff? No, Jake Marshall's a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and I'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Be surprised this gets anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. As the game went on, and Detective Gumshoe started to be more and more like actually useful in doing shit, I really like him now. I used to hate him because he was fucking useless and annoying as shit. I like him now. It was like the investigation's still going. I have to begin back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I have to see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Ah, hello. Why your surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that lost his herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the Desert Heart's judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show him this hopeless case? Show him this hopeless case, something to catch his interest? Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right to the spitting. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootany. Note to self. Police investigators are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Still won't be needing this anymore. Officer Marshall, can you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smile of Madonna told me that tale. Think he means the witness. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here is the autopsy report. Died within an hour and a half. Is my sister involved with the victim in some way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman was a particularly gifted detective. Wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the chief prospector. Well, my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot. So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Nigga, you're from LA. I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino? Why are you in charge, nigga? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe is saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that couldn't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Kicked out of the investigation. That's fucked up. Can I go tell him that? Slide in. Looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest that this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? This phone's still on this readout screen. Readout. Oh, Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Fuck you. Let's check this phone out. Now to see who the owner of this phone last called. The defense attorney doesn't think first, he just presses the button. Yeah. Hey, that song, I know that! Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Scott. What? It was my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right when we picked up the other phone. The wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. So that means that the last person she called was actually us. Most likely, at least. This rope, is it? Yeah, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that dumbass conclusion. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot in the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. What's this? It looks like a note of some sort. Something's written on it. 6 to 75, 12-2. Oh, Ash. 67S 12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that, Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? Fuck am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. B block, that's for visitors park. See lunch lane car. You're right, I like the cute design on the door. Cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking stick. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think about it, you'll be fine. That is creepy. What the fuck? My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Why did Lana make that call? All right, compadre, count to 3, huh? You gotta do it if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me to never fucking visit Texas. Ah, toy shield, suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for a King of Detectives on it? Hey, they can use the same shield over and over. Note to self, they're cheap. You know it, they've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. "5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like. A trot? Mama Donna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. My theory is sounding more and more likely, the more that we learn. A block, this area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream the day I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go to B block to buy hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job. Oh, okay, there's one more. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambino. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambino? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Something between this cop and his sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What, my sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. That's why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case. Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? Guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be fine? Only one thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem, I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. By the way, Emma, I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Could you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. A detective is murdered and the suspect is a top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Shit.